You've been saying that you want to write a book since forever, and I hate that for you. Because in this day and age, it's easier than ever to become a published author. And instead of writing and publishing that book like you've dreamed about or you've had someone prophesy over you to do, you're letting those fears kick your butt instead. Anyway, if you're new here, my name is Katie Bennett. I am a best-selling author, the founder of a publishing house, and now your host of Drafts Don't Count, where we basically get all up in your face and I tell you what nobody else around you is going to tell you because you need to get that book done and you need to stop playing around with it. As your professional pain in the butt, you and I are going to be meeting right here each week where we spend 10 minutes and I'm going to give you a little bit of information. I'm going to help you identify those fears. I'm going to talk back to those fears and I'm going to remind you why you are the only one to see this project, book, and everything else attached to it to completion. And we're going to do whatever is necessary for you to stop allowing fear to rule your life. Like I tell all my clients, this doesn't get easier. I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the game for over 13 years. I've done more books than you would even know about because of the clauses that go into some of these ghostwriting agreements. But either way, in all of this writing and all of this understanding and all of these webinars, seminars, teaching opportunities in this industry, one thing will never change. Writing a book is no different to me than doing a marathon. You have to train for it. You have to prepare for it. You have to be intentional about it. You don't just get to wake up one day and say, I'm going to do this. Now, some people can. Let me correct that. Some people have the money and the resources to hire the teams and the people in place to do so. And if that's not you, then you have to look at this as this being something that is going to take a lot of your time, a lot of your resources, and more energy than you have most days. And in that process, as you're writing it, you're going to be your biggest critic. You're going to have the most irrational fears come to your mind and come to your forefront of your thoughts. And that's a natural part of the process. My job here is to give you the information to let you know, hey, if you're seeing this, experiencing that, perfect. We're right on track. We're right on cue. I come in really like a coach to give you the information you need. I may give you a little homework from time to time. And that's only because sometimes 10 minutes just really isn't going to be enough. And from there, it's going to be 1,000% on you to do whatever it is that you're supposed to do with this book. Because we have 5 fears that hold us back. I don't have the time. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money, or I'm scared. And a lot of us have camped out in I'm scared, and we've made a home there, and we've just excused our behavior so long that we're satisfied with telling people about this amazing book idea. We love the rush of dopamine when people validate the idea that, wow, the market needs this kind of book. I've been looking for that kind of book. We love soaking that in. But once that dopamine is gone from sharing the idea and you're left with nothing but doing the work that is not going to have any sign of immediate gratification, none. It's hard. And so I just want to be for you what I wish I had in my writing process. And that's just someone who can help you with some of those fears, right? I can help you with the knowledge. I can help you with the resources. I can help give you all different types of things. I can help you find creative ways to work writing into your time and into your calendar and how to be strategic and intentional. I can share all of the tips and tricks that have worked either from myself or from my clients. I can do all of those things, and I am going to do all of those things. And we're going to do it in such a way that when you excuse or remove everything, the only thing you'll have is the truth. After spending 10 minutes each week doing some of this homework, if you don't still have something to show by the end of the season, it's you. It's nobody else but you. It's not your circumstances. It's not the lack of knowledge and resources. It is 1,000% on you. And that's why for this debut exercise, debut episode, I really wanted to unpack that and to address the fact that throughout this process, a lot of us have a lot more support than we probably recognize immediately. You don't know right now, because all you've done is either talk about it or present it in a way that got people excited for the moment, and that was that. But you don't know the magnitude of how many people around you and how many people within your community actually want to see you succeed and want to help you get to the finish line of whatever that crazy dream is that you have attached to completing this project. You don't know it yet. And so I always just try to lead with that with some of my clients, because in this process, you're going to fight you a lot. Your brain, by design, is there to keep you safe, not to keep you happy, not to keep you purposeful, but to keep you safe. And so when we allow our brain to do what it's going to do, it's going to say, oh my gosh, we don't have the money to do that. We don't have the time to do that. We don't have the knowledge. We don't have the resources. It may not always tell you, I'm scared. It may come out with something like, I want to write an entire autobiography in 10 pages. Or it may come out in something like, I'm just going to publish this and see how it goes, right? And that is one of the ways that fear just comes in, and it just becomes something that we not only acknowledge, but we go along with. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to do what I did. I stumbled through the process for over a decade, well over a decade. Don't let me lie to you now and tell you a number that may not be true, but it was most definitely well over a decade. And when I finally put pen to paper and then published book to market and strategized with that and got in alignment with my target audience, and then found the proper funnels for my book, it changed my life. And that opened up a career where now I get to do that for other people. We've created books that went on to create curriculums that are now being used in Canvas to help our future generation of leaders. We have other projects that are working with brands that you probably have heard or you know, and we're making life easier for our future generation of leaders, for the youth, and for other people who are ready to take their story and their career to the next level. So I had no idea when I was giving myself some of these excuses, probably over 16 or 18 years ago at this point. I had no idea at that time that I was going to be where I am today. I had no idea that when people of certain calibers, even in this space and in this lane, want to do something in the publishing world, they'll call me. I never in a million years imagined I would be in this space. But this only came with fighting past every fear and moving forward anyway. As we get ready to close this out, I need you to be honest with yourself. Anything you do after this moment in time together is going to help you or it's going to hurt you. So how serious are you with this? If you're very serious, if you're tired of your own excuses, if you're tired of people like me being able to come in and feel like we're bullying you because you haven't done your due diligence in publishing your book, then carve out an additional 20 minutes after listening to this podcast. Give yourself some time to write, to edit what has already been written, to review and look at some of your writing with a different perspective to see, is there better ways where you could have showed your reader what was going on instead of just telling them. And I just want you to get comfortable challenging yourself, giving yourself some dedicated time and blocks of time at that where you spend with writing. And if you haven't been doing that, just start with me. 10 minutes each week. We listen to it together, you get the information, and then if you're really serious about this, you carve out a little extra time. You use this first initial block to establish and declare that you're serious about this and that you're not going to play with this book this time around, and you're not going to hold back the story that you know that only you can tell. So, get the writing.